This happens a lot, so I'm just gonna come out and say it. White people, I love you, but stop using Asian wallpaper for street cred. Look, I get it, white people. Look what they've done to yoga. Yoga was badass. Yoga is actually good for you, but white people got their Lululemon hands on it. White people, stop using Asian culture to sell unregulated remedies.
Oh, man. I mean, as if you didn't already have enough evidence proving that Bill Nye, the establishment guy, is nothing but an establishment shill pushing mostly pseudoscience. His new Netflix show, Bill Nye Saves the World, which is such an indicator of the average arrogance of the so-called scientist who thinks he's some type of crusader for ultimate objective truth. His new show is basically proven to be nothing but establishment propaganda pushing leftist liberal SJW narratives. From his whole transgender performance, pushing the idea that you can have any gender you want, so scientific, right?
Please give it up for Rachel Bloom.
This one goes out to all my bipeds who identify as ladies. This world of ours is full of choice, but must I choose between only John or Joyce?
You know, if you go to the Twitter page of that March for Science Twitter page, that establishment propaganda organization called March for Science, they held a march last weekend saying we're marching for science, fuck Trump, even though Trump set aside $19 billion for science to fund NASA's mission to Mars. The March for Science, somebody asked them, they're like, hey, since you guys are pro-science, can you tell me how many genders there are? And the March for Science Twitter account responded, we accept all humans. We tolerate all people of all backgrounds and all identities. And the guy's like, but you didn't answer my question. How many genders are there scientifically? And the guy and the March for Science people just ignored him. They refused to answer the question, how many genders are there? So believe it or not, just because you call yourself pro-science, that's not some kind of magic wand that suddenly means you're on the side of objective, empirical, evidence-based truth. It's just a word. And that's what I kind of find fucking annoying about the label science. Nowadays, you just say science. And you're supposed to like get all warm-hearted and be like, oh yeah, science, man. We fight for education. We gotta be for science. It's like it's this cliched term. You just throw out science, man. Yeah, science. It's just a fucking cliche at this point. So Bill Nye's new show also had a piece where some Indian dude came on to Bill Nye's show to lecture white people about cultural appropriation. That's right. Bill Nye, the propaganda guy. Bill Nye, the establishment guy. Bill Nye, the anti-science guy. Bill Nye, the anti-debate guy. The guy who alluded to, at least very vaguely, at the idea that maybe people who question the climate change hysteria, maybe they should they should receive some type of repercussions for questioning mainstream cultural dogmas. And of course, this Indian dude on Bill Nye's show basically said, white people, how dare you do yoga? That's cultural appropriation. So this is ridiculous. This is what Bill Nye has succumbed to. And I love it because it really discredits this modern cult of scientism. That's right, scientism. There's a big difference between actual science and scientism. And scientism are the pseudo-intellectuals, pseudo-skeptical, pseudo-scientists who latch on to that label in an attempt to sound smart and naysay anybody who disagrees with them. When a liberal says science, what they really mean is shut up. And yeah, Bill Nye is a joke. He's a miserable, smug prick. And I'm just not impressed. We're supposed to all get so happy about Bill Nye. Oh, look, it's Bill Nye, everyone's favorite scientist. It's like, no, I don't care. Bill Nye is a hyped up idiot. He's a physicalist. Let's not even call him Bill Nye the science guy. Let's call him Bill Nye the physicalist guy. Okay, because that's really what he is. Half the people that call themselves scientists aren't scientists. You're a physicalist who wraps themselves in the label science because it helps validate your argument, because true science is supposed to be about objective empirical analysis of our reality. But guess what? Any objective physical analysis of our reality, objective empirical analysis of our reality, will quickly and easily debunk the religion of physicalism, formerly known as materialism. The notion that we live in a purely material reality bound by mechanistic observable laws and forces. I definitely think there's more going on. You know, like the fact that you're a sentient being. Guess what? For all the matter, you know, physicalists love to put matter on a pedestal. Bill Nye loves to just put matter on a pedestal, the physical reality and the physical laws on a pedestal. Look, that's objective truth. We don't need an objective God as our arbiter of truth. We have physical reality as our objective arbiter of truth. Religious people believe in God as their objective arbiter of truth. Scientists, physicalists, believe in physical reality, nature, as their objective arbiter of truth. And if we just put, for all the wonder, for all the emphasis that physicalists like to place on objective physical matter, at the end of the day, matter wouldn't matter if it wasn't for your subjective experience of matter, when you really think about it. Because if none of us had consciousness, what the fuck would matter even matter? How much would matter matter if none of us were here to experience it in the first place? So consciousness plays a very important role in all this. And that's what physicalists deny, because they're stupid. They're pseudoscientists or pseudo-intellectuals. So Bill Nye, the propaganda guy, Bill Nye, the establishment shill guy, his new show has basically exposed them for a total sellout propagandist. Thank you for watching. Triggered t-shirts are now available. The Second Amendment, safe spaces since 1791. You want to talk about a safe space? I'll show you a safe space. The safe space created by the Second Amendment. Triggered t-shirts, look at the quality, look at the inking. This is not a shitty printed shirt. This is quality, my friends. I'll put a link in the description below or the card up here. Get the shirt now. Thank you guys for watching. Fight back against YouTube censorship by supporting me on Patreon. You'll also get access to exclusive, never-before-seen videos and other perks like monthly Google Hangouts with me, free books and t-shirts, and more.